Welcome to Life is a Mission newsroom, news bulletin, breaking news, where the Vibes Cartel Privy Council appeal is concerned. I know there's a lot of you people who is still confused about what was the verdict and what the verdict really means. I myself was one of those persons until I do some checks and realize and get to understand. As you know, by now some of you are following the case that the Privy Council, they say, has squashed the case. Most of you people might be wondering, what you mean squash? What you mean squash? Because that is the headline all over. But in deeper checks, it is easy for you, if there's a court terms of squashing the case, it's easy for you to do some research, get some interviews from the more professional people who is in that field of law to let you know. So, sorry. I have 3 clips here I want to play for you people to make you have a better understanding who have not have understanding. So, in the meantime, I'm just asking you to like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the thumbs up when you hit the video on this channel. Please to watch the ads and support the channel. Help this channel to grow. Alright? I do a video the other day with the mayor situation of the swearing in of the mayors and deputy mayors. One person coming on my comment telling me that me chat too much and them now watch my channel again. For you, please cancel yourself. You don't have to watch. You understand? Because most of you down the yard you came and talk to a picnic. You woman, you man, but you don't want to talk to big people. This is something that is my job. And if you don't have any understanding of how YouTube run, take care of yourself. You can never come back. Thanks to the people them who understand or who never understand and them hear YouTubers talk on a daily basis and certain guideline and stuff. Kudos to you. Big up on yourself. We have to talk to protect our channel from get strike in certain cases. And if I'm bringing something like this across, I have to enlighten the people. Just like how when the news I go read, them come and them tell you say headline news and them tell you what go on down in the news. Them never just bring the news to you. Them tell you what to expect so you can have a better understanding. Because people like you, your head good at tough like rock stone. So if we don't break it down at the start, it make you know what to look for. You all know what to look for. You just listen, and then you come back and say, Lord, me last. Me never know what you talk about. What you say? Alright? Anyway, my people, wanna do the do. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the thumbs up when you hit the video, and please to watch the ads. As I said, I have 3 little recordings that I'm going to play for you people. So listen keenly so you can have a better understanding of what go on and what are going to take place. I have one going to play from the Privy Council, and after that I play that one, I'm going to play one from Diane Jackson Miller, who is a lawyer. You know, she breaking it down. And then the last one will be a part of the legal team of those 7 men. Alright, Kartel, Sean Storm and the rest. Part of their legal team with Bert Samuels, and I think the next lady is Bernice or something like that. So stay tuned for that. Listen keenly, you know.
The appellants appealed against their conviction to the Court of Appeal of Jamaica, which dismissed their appeals. The Court of Appeal granted permission to appeal to the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council on 3 grounds, which were, first, that the trial judge failed properly to inquire into allegations of juror misconduct. Secondly, that the trial judge departed from standard practice in inviting the jury to retire to consider their verdict so late in the day, putting undue pressure on them to reach a verdict. And thirdly, that the trial judge erred in admitting the telecommunications data because it had been obtained in breach of the Interception of Communications Act and the Charter. Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has unanimously concluded that the appeals should be allowed and the appellant's convictions should be quashed on the ground of juror misconduct, and that the case should be remitted to the Court of Appeal of Jamaica to decide whether to order a retrial of the appellants for the murder of Clive Williams. The board has considerable sympathy with the dilemma faced by the trial judge on the final day of a long and complex trial. Following the allegations of bribery, he had either to continue with the 11 remaining jurors or to discharge the jury. Despite this, the board considers that the approach taken by the judge was a material irregularity in the course of the trial, which makes it necessary to quash the convictions. This is for 3 reasons. First, the direction to the jury on the final...
All right, my people. So basically, what they're saying, they're sending back the case to the Court of Appeal in Jamaica to make the final decision of 2 things. It's either they're going to grant a retrial, but bear in mind, they never said they'd grant a retrial. It's 2 things. It's either they grant a retrial or them overturn the conviction. In this case now, for me, people, honestly, my opinion is, I think the Privy Council should have just made the final ruling. And for me, the final ruling should be the case overturned. Reason being, if these men have gone through so much ordeal for so much years, months, weeks of trial, and there was so much injustice, there was so much, this, what I call it now, where evidence is concerned, like phone evidence and stuff like that, basically they did not get a fair trial. So it seems as if some part of this era or that era wanted to see the back of these people or these men. So for me, my opinion, the Privy Council should just call the shot, because send it back to the appeal court in Jamaica, who refuse at first to hear an appeal, that they have to take it to you, the Privy Council. That only goes to show. And for a retrial of this magnitude, we have seen it happen. It have to start from scratch again, as we're going to hear further down. You know, start way back from scratch again. If the retrial granted, they have to get appoint new jury. You know, say the legal team for the accused men have to go start all over again. And where is the resources? Yeah? Oh, they sure these men have the resources. What if resources becomes, and we said resources now we mean cash. What if the resources become scarce, where these men cannot afford to proceed with a retrial in the manner how they would want to proceed? You know we are going to happen this, sir. You understand? We know we are going to happen this, sir. And then, for the same system, we want to see the back of them, based on the whole nature of the trial and what happened, that it have to go to the Privy Council. Me not think it a go fair. My opinion. But let's continue. So now we are going to hear from Dean Jackson Miller, breaking it down a little bit more, so you can hear just before we go to the legal team of the men.
Conviction has to be quashed before you could have the question of a retrial. But the whole point is, as the judge said, the Court of Appeal is now going to decide if Kartel and the other 3 are going to be tried again. In other words, this could, if the Court of Appeal says yes, there's going to be a retrial, this could start all over again from scratch in the Supreme Court, meaning selection of jurors, meaning presentation of the evidence, submissions, everything, everything that's involved in a new trial. So it's not over yet by a long shot. It is obviously a big victory for Kartel and his team, because now they have another shot. But we have to wait for the Court of Appeal to see what it is they're going to decide, if they're going to say this needs to go to a retrial or not. If there's no retrial, then they would go free. But if there is a retrial, then the question is going to be, are they going to get out on bail, or are they going to be held pending the retrial? So there are a lot of issues yet to be decided. Conviction has to be quashed before you could have the question.
Why for me? You know, I can keep my last word. Whether they're going to let them out on bail during the retrial or whatsoever. Who no call the shot here, people. Because behave yourself. Anyway, we're going to make the legal part of the legal team of these men speak. So this is the last part of the video. But as I say, this is going to take a lot of cash, and it so happens that one set of people that are going to smile out of this is the lawyers. This case is supposed to going to be one of the most, let me just say now, financially paid case where lawyers is concerned, if this retrial to continue. Because after that long halt of how much years and how much weeks and months for a trial, you know, and then come Privy Council and whatever, that's a lot of cash. And we know lawyer money not cheap. Lawyer fee not cheap, especially in these high profile cases.
Scenario, because there will be remittance to the Court of Appeal for consideration as to whether or not there should be a retrial. It's not what we wanted, wholesomely, but we are grateful that justice was served in that the Privy Council found that there was injustice in respect of the jury tampering issue, and we are happy that that result, that was the result of the Court of Appeal. But we have a challenge ahead of us in respect of the retrial issue, and so that's why you're not seeing me jumping up and down at this time, though we are grateful that the conviction was quashed.
This conviction, which has been worldwide and it's broadcast by media throughout the world, has been quashed. This is as a result of hard work. The reasons for quashing the case in the Privy Council, we argued those very grounds before the Court of Appeal of Jamaica, who turned us away. Therefore, the final Court of Appeal has vindicated and made the efforts that we have made, that we had an arguable case. We were alarmed when the Jamaican Court of Appeal did not take that jury point, and it took another court to say there was a breach of the constitutional rights of Sean Campbell. We are thinking that this is an instructive judgment. It ought not to have had to go to the Privy Council. It should have been stopped by the trial judge. If not, it should have been stopped by the Jamaican Court of Appeal. And therefore, the men who have been convicted for 10 years, and one day today, the 14th of March, they will live again for a retrial consideration. Now, when we go to the Court of Appeal with this matter, the Court of Appeal has to decide whether it is fair after 10 years in prison, rather 12 years in prison. We have to get lawyers again before the case, with all the publicity that has been made about voice notes and all that has been circulated in the Jamaican population. Whether we can find 7 jurors, because it has been reduced since then, to hear this matter and come to a verdict. We will be fighting in the Court of Appeal to tell that court that in all the circumstances, it would not be in the interest of justice for Sean Campbell to be placed on a retrial.
And to be clear, the Privy Council hasn't said that there must be a retrial. The Privy Council is saying, let the Jamaican Court of Appeal decide whether or not there should be a retrial.
Alright people, so for all who never have a clear understanding of the decision that been taken by the Privy Council this morning, Now I think you have a better idea of what happened. So it is good for you to stay tuned to this channel. You know, I might don't bring you everything. I might pick what I bring. This channel is a multi-purpose channel. You know, I want to gravitate to a wide range of people. People that want to hear the news, people that want to hear about sports, people that want little drama, little entertainment. You know, people want to see little cook vlog, in and out, door cooking, you know, adventures. Yes, multi-purpose channel. So just hit the subscription button. Don't just watch and bypass and don't subscribe. And remember, press your post notification bell. So when a video drop, you know if a video of your kind. And if you support the channel, if it's even a cook vlog and that you want to see, support the channel by watching the video. Press it, the thumbs up, and watch the ads. Remember, the cash app pin in the comment section. $. Life is a Mission TV. Bless upon yourself. Just continue to support the channel as we go along and help the channel to grow. Big up on yourself. I'm out.